Nic Ashby, SEMA 2011. We're here in the GM booth. Check out the first car. Then we're going to take you on a tour around SEMA, show you all the different builds we had, all different styles. I want you to check them out, see what you guys think themselves. We'll go over all the parts, we'll go over everything we did, and let me know what your thoughts are on it. See you there. As you can see it, we worked with SEMA carbon on this guy. You have basically full replacement carbon on everything. All of your hoods, all of your fenders. Check out the wing they made for us. Rear trunk hatch. Rear diffuser matches kind of more the carbon on the Camaros you'll see. Went a little bit more sporty stuff on this. Check out the wheels. The wheels are actually pretty great. American Eagle alloys went off those wheels for us. What you'll see on these wheels is an 18-inch MSR wheel by American Eagle alloys. That's a 13-inch Gran Turismo on the back of that. That's a production wheel that clears that Gran Turismo. It's pretty awesome. Car's sitting pretty good right now because it's on V3 KW coilovers. Great for tuning. All the lights basically candied on it. A little more subtle. We have a painted interior. That is a GM Design Award you see in there we won. Check out the back of this thing. Work with giant bicycles. Actually gave us a bicycle that folds up. That's pretty cool. So Odyssey, if you're doing a dry cell battery, which is a great help. Canon definitely helped out the intake issue we had on this car to get some more air installed in this thing. That's right. You see a Mishimoto oil catch can on this baby. This is a turbo engine, 1.4. It's kind of hard to see because of the grill setup on this thing, but you can actually see a gold Mishimoto intercooler in that guy, which looks pretty great. So this car is ready to set up. Everything's ready to go on it. Great build all the way around. 2012 Dodge Challenger Rockstar Edition. This is pretty radical. 392 supercharged. Got some gold accents in it. The reason we have the gold accents in this thing, the reason you see gold front end, all the gold badging, is because of this awesomeness. That's the Rockstar Challenger right there, by LDRSHIP Designs. Walk you through this thing real quick. We got 3-piece wheels on this. The pretty cool stuff about these wheels on this car is, although they are a concave wheel, the concave wheel is not connected to the outer lip. If you look in there, you'll see a gap. True 3-piece connects right back to the back, not to the out. Got a lot of carbon on this car. The carbon is actually candied, so it's a little bit harder to see, so it blends in a little bit better. You'll notice the R is actually candied as well. You'll see the black fade out to carbon. I wanted to do that to kind of show the paint was really there. We got 15-inch Gran Turismo brakes on this from Brembo all the way around. You got JBA long tubes, Anzo halos, hush mat. We thermal matted the entire car. Kill a bunch of road noise, a bunch of heat on this thing. SEMA gave every piece of carbon they have for it. Hood, trunk, wing, side skirts, front lip, grill. Toyo through 275s in the front, 295s in the rear on this thing. It's an amazing hot fit. Full Stitchcraft interior in this thing. Pretty sick. If you get a chance to ever see this in any editorials or anything, make sure you read it. Check out the technical stuff done to it. Again, gold accent with a little bit of carbon. Red's their pop color. That's what we have to use. A nice subdued Rockstar logo. Looks awesome on this thing. Pistol grip shifter. Suede everything. Suede dash, suede headliner. All the back seats are all basically done as well. It's crazy how fast we did this car. Did I mention we got this car October 10th? It had to be done October 20th. Pretty crazy. We had to get the car up for a week as well. Right back there you'll see the ghosted in Rockstar. Again, subtle hints on this thing. Alright, off to the next car. Alright, you're seeing 40-inch tires on this thing. This thing's fully articulated right now. Kind of show off what Fox did with the new BDS suspension you see on this thing. Magnaflow did a great tip. Smitty Built helped us out with the whole armor on this Jeep. It's pretty crazy what you see to this thing. It doesn't even look like a Jeep anymore. It's like a monster truck. It's pretty crazy. Thanks to Black Rhino, we got some great wheels on this thing. We run 37s on the trail, 40s at the shows. How do we clear 40s on this thing? All armor, baby. Check out those Foxes. It's a pretty cool setup on this thing. One of the biggest things about Jeeps is U-joint binding. So actually we replaced them with some drive shafts from RCV. Pretty cool stuff. The lift you're seeing on this thing, look at that, dude. That's a 40-inch tire tucking up inside that thing. That's all BDS suspension on that. It's pretty crazy what BDS did with this thing. Yep, that's the supercharger sign you're seeing from RIP. We actually supercharged this thing. A full Stitchcraft interior on it. All the Yakima racking you can freaking dream of on this thing. Now here's one of the big things you see on this. We have a snorkel, but you're actually seeing a full vented carbon fiber hood. True Fiber actually won off this hood with us to get more ventilation in this thing. Those are JBA long tube headers and stuff in there, kind of hard to see. Open this thing up. Check all that Anzo lighting out on that. And again, it's kind of different what we do with our stuff. You got BDS steering stabilizers on there. That's an in-wrap pre-fronter. Now check this out. That is not metal. That is actually fiber. That's body armor you would see on Humvees that we have on this thing. Subdued rollers, 8,000 pound winch. There it is, supercharger plant. That's actually RIP supercharger using a Vortec driver on it. Those right there are shorties from JBA, thermal wiring from them as well. And again, fully vented carbon hood. All the Anzo lighting you could dream of. It's actually a pretty sick ride. Race Ram's actually built us custom blocks for this thing, some rocks. It's pretty crazy. They weigh about 15 pounds a piece. That one's like their 7-8 inch tall one. That one back there is like their 18-inch tall one. It's pretty crazy to see those BFGs sitting on that. A couple other mods that are done to this thing. We have Odyssey batteries in it. Full Stitchcraft interior. I'll take you in there in a second. You're seeing a RIP intercooler. We got transmission coolers from Mishimoto on this, the heavy duty ones for the trail use. We also have an oil cooler on this. One of the biggest problems with JKs is they're overheating. The easiest way to solve that is cool down your temperatures with Mishimoto stuff, with their transmission, their oil. Eventually they'll be launching the radiators for the JK line. Right now they just have radiators for the TJ, so we're kind of pushing them to get us some awesome radiators on this thing to cool it down some more. And hopefully we can get that out there soon. The biggest things about a Jeep is the interior. When you're out on the trail and you're out there doing this crazy stuff, you want to make sure you're as comfortable as possibly be. We love Mishimoto. We want to make things all Mishimoto, so check it out. Orange and black interior in this thing. Headliners are done, everything. So once you get there on the trail, this is a fully universal interior. Won't get all screwed up. Drake actually hooked us up on a lot of the knobs, a lot of the accents. You'll see billet in this. I'm using it for storage right now. These things actually have a lot of room. Like I said, full interior. We actually have a full system in this as well from PPI. You actually have two 12s that are molded into this Jeep at 2 amps. You don't lose any space. Biggest thing about cars is functionality. And again, you gotta love what Stitchcraft did to the interior in this. This is the carbon fiber Duramax we built with Fiberworks and all these companies you see on here. Again, another great build. Walker Evans just set of bead lockers, 20s. That is a long travel suspension, custom made by CST and Walker Evans for us. They did a great job on it. And they did a lot of great lighting on it. We got all the HIDs you can see on this thing. This thing is a massive build. 8 inches wider than a regular Duramax. You got 37s from Toyo on this thing. Again, it's all carbon. That is not vinyl. That is real carbon. Great giant bike on here. Did a great job. Limoed out those windows, so we use this thing for hauling. Mishimoto did some great stuff on this as well. Got some universal oil coolers, transmission coolers again. A lot of their parts come in handy really well. Got kind of a crazy wrap on this thing, all Yakima stuff on it. Got all the Infab stuff. Yeah. This thing is just so massive. Alright, check it out. Now we're outside again. Got the 2010 Camaro we built. Again, Mishimoto stuff on there. This actually has the Mishimoto prototype radiator on this car. This car is just wicked. It's so awesome what we're doing with it. Save on again, all the carbon, BSF, all the paint, KW, the suspension. Toyo, just some great stuff. TSW, Brembo. We align our stuff with some of the greatest partners out there. Some of the greatest stuff. You see a satin black paint job with satin carbon on this thing. Just so mean. Alright, so hey, here's the TJ we did. This one's actually pretty cool. I'd said before, Mishimoto actually made stuff for this guy. So, kind of threw it out there in front of everyone. As you can see, there is a fully functioning radiator here from Mishimoto. Keep that stuff cool out on the trail. Again, all BDS lift. That's one of the best stuff out there. It's all Genrite front end on this. Smittyville winch again. Infab steps. These are actually removable rock crawling steps. So once you hit the trail, you can pop those off just like RJK and just have your rock rails on there. Black Rhino wheels again, Toyo tires. Whole Genrite setup on this thing on the rear end. All the Enzo lighting you need. Odyssey batteries. Infab light bar. We launched some more products for this after SEMA. A lot of the same companies we use. Dan Ward, the trucking editor, actually called up Mishimoto when he used a carbon fiber oil catch can on his race truck. This is actually the editor of Trucking Magazine's his. He used some of the Mishimoto parts because of the quality of them. Pretty sick build. Thanks, Dan. Got the other Sonic out here. This one is the satin black. You can see the Mishimoto intercooler a little bit better on this one. I won't open the hood. It has all the same stuff as the Copper Sonic. Black versions of the same wheels. T-Rex actually made us both of the grills as well. Again, you can kind of see all the carbon and stuff on it. See the giant bike in the back. And again, it's all carbon fiber. It's just candied carbon, so it doesn't look so out of place. KW suspension, Mishimoto goodies, Stitchcraft interior. It's all gunmetal suede. Pretty sick little car. All right, let's go check out the Cruze. All right, this is the Chevy Cruze we did with Chevrolet. Again, we won a design award on this baby. Some plaque stuff on it too. Mishimoto's on it, oil catch cans and all the goodies on it again. Toyo did some great things on it. Rim bare brakes on this thing again.
We could use our laptop mount like this.
Different mounting systems. And Ramp Mounts booth, they do some pretty legit stuff. See these different mounting systems they have for the cars. Full Stitchcraft interior again. It's actually blue perf. Some pretty cool stuff, blue stitching. Ramp Mounts want a design on this thing right here. It's a pretty legit way to tap into your USB. It's a hardware application that actually allows you to USB interface with the rest of a USB installed car. Lockable iPad. You basically control anything inside that car through the USB. Yakima again was a big help, the new whisk bar on this thing. Giant bikes again, those are carbon 29ers. Alright, we're out.